Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Happy Hour with Debbie Moore. How's everybody been? It's been a weird day for me. It's been a mad last week. I went away about a week and a half ago for 4 days to France, and I feel like that was months ago. Do you ever feel like that? I've had one of those up and down Mondays, unfortunately, but I'm here. I'm all set up. As you can see from the theme, did you guess what the theme is for tonight? I've got, oh my goodness, I've got loads of you saying hello. Sorry if I missed you all. Let's have a look. So I've got Becky saying hi. I've got Susan saying hi. I have got, let me have a think. I have got Chris. I've got Heather. I've got Mary Ann. I have got Wendy. I've got Linda May. Kay saying hello from Guten. Georgia, Debbie, Dave, and all the crafty viewers. So I'm seeing loads of love. Obviously, like the page, everybody. Let's get everybody liking Happy Hour, because it's been a while since we've done Happy Hour, because I did try to do it last fortnight ago, but then, do you remember? Facebook crashed. It crashed for like 8 hours and it was silly. So I'm back. Hopefully we won't have any issues. I've got more people just joined us. I've got Carol, I've got Shirley, I've got Sandra, I've got Nicola saying, oh, your hair is lovely. Nicola, I'll tell you a secret. I was on Create and Craft on at the weekend, and the amount of hairspray I put on, I can't do anything with it. It really needs a good cut, and I can't get a hair appointment until I think I booked it the 5th of November. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I might have it all chopped off, but then I might not. We'll just have to wait and see. I've got Anne saying hello. I've got Sophie, Mare. I've got Karen. My goodness, there's loads of you on tonight. Pauline said, nearly forgot. I happened to spot the ad for the show when I went on the computer. Yay, nice surprise. Well, that's great. So that means, Pauline, you might not have got a notification. So we're going to talk about that before we start the show. I've got Dorian and Tricia. I've got Belinda saying, Tracy saying hi, Dave and Debbie and the crafting family. Pearl saying hi, great to see you tonight. Ruth, Glennis, Julie, Joe, Victoria. My goodness, there's loads of you. Lorraine says, good evening, Debbie and Dave from a very wet Plymouth. Hope you're all well. I am loving all the loves and likes. Thank you, everybody, because that is going to cheer me up. Hopefully, if anybody's feeling down, I can cheer you up. Let's all cheer each other up, because it's been one of those crazy Mondays. And unfortunately, I've got 2 people off. So, you know, this is why I'm saying I took 4 days off. I came back last Wednesday to absolute chaos. I have an amazing team here, okay? But obviously, when one person goes off, it goes a little bit crazy. And then when 2 people go off, it goes even crazier. And poor Jessica is off ill. So she's not going to be back. Hopefully, she'll be back in about 2 weeks' time. I've got Julie saying hello. I've got Deno. I've got Anne. Winifred. Mag saying evening, everybody. Sorry, missed Thursday. Was away in the caravan with grandson. Hopefully the weather was nice. I have got Alison said, loved your show and CNC. Oh, thank you. I've got Becky says, I'm looking nice. Kirsty. Janet says, hello, Debbie and Dave and crafty friends from North Carolina. Hello, Janet. What time is it over there? I've got Nikki saying hi. Oh my goodness, loads of you. I'm going to go very quickly. Otherwise, I'm going to spend a whole hour just saying hello to everybody. I've got Heather, Jan, Carol, Joy, Tina, another Carol. Nicholas says, I waited 6 months for a cut and then cut it all short. Oh, I don't think I'll dare do that. My mum loved my hair long. And you know what? The thing is, when I was much younger, when I lived in Spain, we always had to have it really short. So then when I came back to live in the UK, I keep trying to grow it long. And then every time I go to the hairdressers, they chop loads off. So this, I think, is the longest it's ever been, to be fair. I've got Anita saying hi. I've got Wendy saying evening, everybody. Miss Thursday, so looking forward to this evening. Mare says, you're wearing my favourite colour. You look fresh and cheerful. Well, you know what? I had to be, it's Oktoberfest and there's loads of things going on with that Oktoberfest. So I think on Thursday I was wearing rustic colours. So I've gone with oranges with a little bit of flowery because, you know, to cheer everybody up. I have got Denise saying, great to see you tonight. I've got Janet. I've got Betty. AJ saying hello. And Anne saying hugs to everybody that needs them. Definitely. So I need a hug. So thank you, Anne. Vanessa said, thought I missed it. Looking forward to a great show as always. Sandra says, get well, Jessica. Yes. Hopefully she'll be back and fully recover very soon. Camilla says, hi everybody from Dublin, Ireland. Might have to watch this on catch up as I have a family calling shortly. Well, you know, That's totally fine. That's the beauty about catch up, you know. This show's only an hour long. It's different to our happy hour Thursday. Sorry, it's different to our craft and chat Thursdays. Happy hour is only meant to be for an hour, but we were 5 minutes late because we had technical issues, so it might just go over till 8:05 tonight. I've got Alison saying get well soon to Jessica. I've got Karen saying hi, Gaynor. I've got Yvonne. I've got Carol saying it is 2:07 in the US. Well, it is, so that means they're 5 hours behind. Yes. See, I will get it right. Did you all notice I looked at Dave there because I couldn't work it out? Pauline says, I wish I lived closer, Debbie. I would love to help you. Oh, Pauline, that is so lovely. But you're helping me by being here tonight because, you know, everybody says that I cheer you up, but you guys cheer me up as well. It's been a very tough few days. Mary says, just had to have the gnome USB key from Create and Craft. It's lovely. Well, Mary, it actually I think it sold out. It went a bit crazy. But I will say that gnome collection is a gnome. It's called Gnome is Where the Heart Is, a gnome for every season. But there's actually, if anybody ordered the October mystery box, that was Christmas gnome. So there is actually a Christmas gnome collection, so watch this space. It's coming out in the next week or two. I have got Janet saying it's 2:08 in the afternoon in North Carolina as well. Angela says, love the envelope you did on CNC, very quickly made. But that's the beauty, Angela. When you have all the elements on a USB key or CD, and we have some on tonight's show, it's just a click and print it off, cut it out, and then you've got a matching envelope and you don't have to worry about it. That's what I love about digital crafting. I've got Anita just joining us from Honolulu. I've got Danuka from Poland. Wow, international here tonight. I have got, Betty says, my granddaughter is a hairdresser, so only a phone call away. Well, Betty, I'm very jealous. I have got Anne just joining us. Oh my goodness, loads of you. I'm going to go very quickly, otherwise I'm never going to catch up. I've got Penny, Becky, I've got Estelle. Debbie, you look like a Bobby, what? A Bobby Soaker? I don't know what that means. I must have read that wrong. I hope that's a good thing, Estelle. I don't know what that means. I've got Barbara saying hello. Fran, I've got, well, I've got, it's gone crazy again. Margaret, Heather. Jane says gnomes are in this year. They're totally in. That's why it went really crazy. I think that is everybody. Mary, I haven't forgotten about the elephants and skates. They're coming out later this month, okay? It's a little card kit that's coming out. And if anybody wonders what I'm on about, I think it was last year we all decided that we needed elephants on skates for Christmas. So I'm going to bring out a little mini kit with that on. Chris says, I don't watch Create and Craft, so we'll have those gnome collections on your site. So the gnomes collections, Chris, are on the site, and we're actually going to be putting the Create and Craft shows on our website, so you can actually see what the show was all about. And if you want to order any products, you can actually order it from us. Or if Create and Craft have any, you can order it also with Create and Craft for anybody that has Create and Craft accounts. Where are we? Okay, so Lucy says hello. I've got Mag saying hi, Debbie and Dave's. Hi, Debbie. Saw you and Dave's weekend on Instagram. Look like you both enjoying yourself. Yes. So I think if you wonder what Max is on about, we've got a new Instagram page for whenever we go away. It's called Dave and Debbie Moore, and we put loads of photos on there. And you're very welcome to like the page. I will of course put some on Debbie Moore Designs, but not everybody wants to see what I'm doing all the time if it's not craft orientated. So I do put the odd ones on Debbie Moore Designs, but lots more go on Debbie and Dave Moore on Instagram. I've got Michelle saying hello, and Rosina says your hair suits the rock and roll theme. I didn't think about that. Well, I obviously must have done it subconsciously. Oh, look what Dave's just given me. He's given me a lovely cup of tea. Okay, so I'm quickly going to say a last hello to everybody. Oh, Carol Morgan says, hello, first time I've managed to catch this. Welcome, Carol. This is our happy hour show, and I'll be explaining how it goes on. And we are going to be doing tonight's show. Happy hour show is a little bit different than craft and chat. Yes, there is some chat, but it's more where I do a demo from start to finish, so you can actually watch it and pause it back and watch and get the technique. But also the product that we have on today's show is just one theme, so as you can tell, it's all rock and roll. And oh my goodness, everybody's excited for the new for the new elephant on skates. And Estelle just told me it was I can't pronounce that. Socks from the 50s. We wore Bobby socks back then. Sorry, Estelle. Just to give you a little bit feedback, I was brought up in Spain, so I didn't actually watch much TV or heard music until the 90s, which to Dave's great despair, because he loves the 80s music, so that's why I didn't get it. Right, okay, so everybody's telling me about Bobby socks. Terry's just joined us, and Fran says we all need a Dave. Yeah, well, I did think about doing one of those, what's it called, auction sites, because somebody, I think it was Shirley, or was it Sandra, a few months ago said she would buy him for £5. But no, he's worth a little bit more than that. Okay, Dave's just saw me a picture of the socks. I get it now. There you go. Linda says, I love gnomes, love your designs. And Helen's just joining us saying, hello, Debbie and Dave, and everybody, hope is all well. So hopefully I've said hello to everybody. So we're going to get started. So for you newbies out there, this show is an interactive show. So it's a live show, okay? But it's mainly demo, and also we have product on. Now, the product that we have on the show, if Dave can pass me, oh, there it is. Let me just explain. So the product that we have on the show, you do not have to buy. You can just get yourself a cup of tea, watch the inspiration, and get inspired by the techniques that I'm going to show you tonight. However, we do have product on today's show, and it is on promotion. When we do the promotions for the Facebook Live shows, they're mainly on for maybe about 2 to 4 weeks, depending on what stock availability is, before they go back up to full price. So the prices that we have, I mean, we've got a ridiculous price of one of the items on today's show. Now, you don't need to order. Now, if you do order, how it works is you would put the code in your comment box. So, for example, this first item that I've got in tonight's show, it is a fab. I mean, it is fabulous. It is I'm laughing because it's a Poodle A5 stencil. So normally it would be $9.99. Now the code will appear on the left-hand side or the right-hand side, whichever one on your screen. And this is HH047. And it's this fabulous, I need a piece of black card. There we go. Look at this lovely large stencil with these fabulous poodles on. Okay, and when I show you the actual kit, it goes with our collection. So this here would normally be $9.99, but it's only $3.99. So if you actually want this stencil, all you need to do is put in your comment. You'll get it there, it's appeared on there, HH047, and literally that's how easy it is to order. So all you need to do is put HH047, and as I can see, Alison's just want one. And I've just got more people just join us. I have got Heather says, lol, he's watching 80s music night on TV. So that's in the background. Yes. This is the thing about it. I'm afraid, everybody. Dave despairs of me sometimes because I don't watch TV from the 80s. It was only in the 90s I started getting into TV and learning how to speak English. So anyway, going back to this, HH47 is a stencil. So if you want this, okay, you order like Sophie and Victoria, okay. However, if you're brand new to Happy Hour, what you do need to do is when the show's finished and not in the live stream, you need to private message me your postal address and your email address. That way I can work out around the world whereabouts you are to work out the best postage with you. And also it works on weight. So we actually work out from the full order. Now this is actually only done next Tuesday. Because this show is going to be left open, this is a live show, it's left open for the whole week so people can order if they want to, because not everybody can watch it on live. And then we'll process it, and then we'll send you an email. So we'll set up an account if you're brand new to us, and we'll email you your invoice, and you can click on it and you can see what you've ordered, and you can pay by debit card, credit card, or even PayPal, and you can add to it or you can delete it. Hopefully that makes sense. And then if for some reason you haven't got your invoice by next Thursday, then please contact the office. You can contact the office by Facebook, by email, or you can give us a call on 01325 465 049. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. But one last thing I should say is if you're new, please check your spam folder. Now, I learned something today. Jill dealt with a lovely lady today who has not received her invoice for the last 3 weeks. And it turned out that she found out from her daughter that her email was set where the spam cleared all the files once a week. So that's why she wasn't actually getting her invoice. It was going into spam and she hadn't realised, and then her computer was set to clear and delete anything, and that's how she found out. So please make sure that you keep an eye out for your invoice for happy hour. By next Tuesday it gets processed, so it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday when it'll be invoiced. Hopefully that makes sense. Right, Nicola said she received an order and she's been playing with Print Magic. Fran says, please wait at least a week. Yes, thank you, everybody. That is so true. And Nicola says, hello, with a 3. Hello back, Nicola. Right, everybody. So I'm going to go through the product and then we're going to start the demo. So this show is a little bit different than the actual happy hour. We don't necessarily have a like and share in this one, but you know what? I might quickly... with this one, actually, I don't have time to do a like and share. Do we have a like and share? Dave says no. But what I'll do is we do have some special giveaways at the end of the show. And we have a present, for everybody. So stay tuned. Okay. AJ says, I got my Oz USB key today and I love it. Been using it with some papers in my dollhouse. Oh, that sounds lovely. Right, next item. So we're going to go through how it's going to work. I'm going to show you all the products that we have on today's show, and then we're going to start our demonstration. Then if anybody has any questions or queries, you can ask me, and you'll find that this hour will go very, very quickly. So the first item, remember, that I've had on today is our Poodle Stencil, normally $9.99. Look at the size of it, and it's only $3.99, and it's HH047. Now, the second item that we have is we have 2 CDs, and just bear with me. I will get them. So the 2 CDs are these ones here, and it's our rock and roll. So the promotion that we have, it's okay. The promotion that we have, it is HH048. So normally, so you're going to get them, obviously yours will come. These are just my inserts. I've got Polly just joined us from sunny, beautiful Florida, and she's got the doors and windows open. Hello. So as you can see here, we have got, 1,000. We have got 2,100 printable elements on here. Rosina says, that happened with my new computer. Keeps deleting before I have time to move things into separate folders. That is so funny. So as you got on here, you have got, this offer is 2 CD-ROMs. Now we also have a USB key coming up. So this is normally $29.98, but the promotion is you're going to get not 1, but you're going to get 2 of the CD-ROMs. And if I show you some cards, these are fabulous. If I move this out the side. So you can do some beautiful tags, as you can see there. So you've got beautiful tags, gorgeous backing papers with a vintage feel. Okay, so you can see you can have fun with those. You've got beautiful backgrounds and characters that we've got on here. You've got different size toppers. Talking of envelopes, you can have music envelopes. How cool is that? So you've got different size envelopes on there. And as you can see, you've got decoupage elements on there. And we have got, you can see it's just an embossed stencil just on there. We've used some papers. Of course, we've got them in different colorways. So we have got, so this here, everybody, it is from our fabulous Rock and Roll 2 CD-ROM collection, which is there. I've got more cards coming, but we've also, just so you know, you've got a USB key, which is HH050. I've got Karen, HH. The USB key, oh, sorry. The USB key is 049, the CD-ROMs are 048. I can't read my own writing. So I've got Karen's just saying, sorry, I'm late. I have got Tracy saying, hi, everybody. Susan says, hello from sunny South Carolina. I received my Steampunk Bookazine last week. It is glorious. And I've also got my Winter Fairies USB key. I can't believe how beautiful the images are. Oh, Sue, thank you. So more cards on here with the rock and roll theme. So you've got that the lovely images. And who loves Grease movie? I love that. Can you see that? So we've got the iconic character. And of course, we have her in different colorways. We've even got her, obviously, with the traditional blonde hair. We have got more characters. I love the roller skates. So these are some of the cards that are made out of the collection. So these are from the 2 CD-ROMs and also from the USB key. So there are the digital content that we have. Max says, I have trouble getting the CD to work. Max, please contact the office and we'll get you all sorted. Carol says, hi Debbie, is this the same as the one bought from Create and Craft? I think it is, Carol. If you have a look at it, it's got two, it's called Rock and Roll Compendium USB Key, and it's got these two collections on, which are these collections. So it could be. So I have got, as you can see, more images, dance ones, characters. So these are from Rock and Roll 1 and 2, everybody. I've got Alan saying, sorry I'm late to the party. Hi, Alan. And if I just keep on going, I'll move on. Betty says, I made a load of envelopes from the last download from Debbie and the Cards 2 collection. Oh, I'm glad you've enjoyed it. So this, everybody, is those two products. However, you know what I'm like with Match Its? You might have seen this before. This is my Match It collection. So if you like dies and paper pads and downloads. So just to show you some of the characters, there she is with blonde hair. Doesn't she look like Sandy from Grease? I've got Philip joined us saying hello. Kirsty likes Grease. It is, I love that movie. Pauline says, went to the dine in the USA called Peggy Sue's. They were all dressed up like characters on the cards. Were there? Oh my goodness, that is amazing. So this is, everybody, it is HHO 50, which is the Match It paper pad, and also the die set. You're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're either going to get 11 or 12, because I think I might have missed one. And then, as you can see here, Karen says, hi Debbie and Dave, sorry about last week. I was on a new computer. Don't worry about it. Wendy says, sorry Debbie, is the same as the USB Rock and Roll 2 and Rock and Roll boxes? So, Wendy, I'm not 100% sure what you mean. So these are the two paper crafting. This is Rock and Roll 1 and Rock and Roll 2. So these are two different paper crafting. This was brought out, maybe 6 years ago. And this one was brought out last year. Okay. So these are paper crafting. These don't have bags and boxes on. Sorry, you might have a couple of bags and boxes on this one, but it's not a bags and boxes CD or collection on its own. Hopefully that makes sense. So then going back to these lovely characters. So what we have here, everybody, is these are from the Match It. How cool is that? And I love the fact that you get these music notes so you can add it to your characters. And you're going to get, there's that lovely Greaser's Diner. So you've got that in the Match It pad. Now remember, you're going to get 32 crafting sheets. So you've got these lovely background sheets that you can use. So these are, you can see the scenes. So these are all scenes that you've got. And you've got some iconic American lovely, buildings at the back. You can guess who I mean, but look at the dresses, and it's just a fun collection. So what we have is this is the Match It pad, everybody. So it comes with 32 crafting sheets, and just very quickly, just to show you, if I go like this, so you can see that you're going to get the characters, you're going to get the actual record, you've got them in different colorways, and then you've of course got the character sheets and the background sheets for you to actually make your card fronts. And the very last page, which I'm not showing you, it's just there, is where you'll have your forever code, which means for anybody who's new to my collections, you're going to get this die, you're going to get this. Look at the price, normally $30.98, but it's $18.99 because you're going to have it forever. Because once you've actually used this all up, you'll be able to download this kit onto your computer and print it out again and again and again and again. So for $18.99, it is just an amazing deal, everybody. So that is the actual Rock and Roll Match It. But obviously, I know not everybody does dies and digital. So what I've done, everybody, is given you a card kit. So we have a forever code in this as well. But look at this price. Normally $17.99. So this is HH51. Normally, it comes, I'm just going to make sure I don't give you the forever code. So you've got an inspiration sheet with a forever code on the other side. But you are going to get 24 crafting sheets. So beautiful. Oh, look at that. So if anybody's going for that stencil, you know it's going to go match the papers that you're going to get. And if I go through, if I go through it all, you can see all those beautiful papers. I love that one. Isn't that lovely? With all the old vintage adverts. This is HH051. I am just drinking the tea a little bit before it goes cold. And then look at these amazing, they're all your backing papers. This is fabulous toppers. So you are going to get them in different sizes, different colours. So this, everybody, is the beautiful collection of Rock and Roll 2. And it giving you an insight of some of the elements that you're going to get on the USB key, but of course you're going to get over 2,100 in there. And yes, Pat Fran, polka dots and poodles, typical. Why not? But you could use those with everything. I do love this one. It's one of my favourite because it's very easy. So when we do decoupage, everybody, because everybody asks me, we do something called landlock, which means you have the main topper, but then the landlock, can you see in there, is the image that's there. So all you're doing is going cutting round the outside. Even this bit here, you just go straight down and round, which means to do this decoupage, it is so easy to do. So you've got some decoupage in here. So you're going to get 3 sheets. So a total of 24 crafting sheets with a forever code, which means that this will never run out. So you'll be able to download this again and again. So I have a couple of more products to show you, and then we're going to start doing the demonstration, everybody. So then the next item that we have on here is, of course, MDF. So I've been asked to bring more MDF. So this is a silly price for you. Normally $7.99, but you're going to get it for $2.99. And as you can see, you're going to get the actual 2-piece plaque, and it says, I love rock and roll. And you're going to get your match sheet with that, and then you can do it up. And look at this. So you've got it there. And as you've got it on here, you've got the different colour. So basically it's been painted with gold and red. And then we've used that match it character. And if anybody's going for the dies, even though you can fussy cut this out, if you're going for the die set, this is on there as well. So this is HH052. But look at that, $2.99. And it's really good fun. So if you know somebody that loves rock and roll, this is a really lovely gift. You know, Christmas is around the corner. So let's move that on. And the next item is, I wouldn't say it's limited, but I haven't got loads, everybody. It's a die set, but it's one of the Sweet Dixie border dies. And look at it. I'm going to be demonstrating it in today's show. I've got this one out because this is one I'm going to be using. This is HH053, everybody. And it's fabulous. So it's not a choice of, you're going to get 3 big dies for only $7.99, everybody. So as you can see, if I lift this up, oops, oh, my thing's stuck to it. So as you can see, it is on there. It is, you're going to get 3 because I've got the third one there already set up. There you go, because for my next demo. So $7.99, and it is limited. I don't know how long it will stay in stock, and it does edges. It is just great. So you can see that you have got all the edging. I'm going to show you how you can do it as part of a card and also for just the liner. So I'm going to explain that when I come to demonstrate it. So I've got Margaret says, this takes me back to when I was age 15 and that was how I was dressed. Oh, really, Margaret? That is amazing. So this is HH053, and the last item that we have on tonight's show, it's been on our craft and chat before, but I think it's just an amazing price. It is 25 sheets of black and 25 sheets of craft card, which is what you need, the colour palette basis which you need for this. So, and it's normally $11.25 and it's $6.99. And there are all the products that we have on the show. Deborah says, how much is the rock and roll? Just caught the last bit. Which rock and roll are you on about, Deborah? We have got card kits, you've got USB keys, you've got MDF, and you've got dies and paper pads. Okay, I will be going through, once I've done my demonstration, okay, I'll be going through that with you. So remember, this is FB894, and that is all the product that we have on the show. Glennis says, glad you're showing how to use them, as I have them and I was unsure how to use them. Glennis, that's the beauty of these happy hours. I'll go through all the different products with you and then I'll recap on the code. But this is really good. You're going to get a really good, I think this is 200 GSM and I think this one is 220. But at the end of the day, 25 sheets of each. So you're going to end up with 50 sheets for only $6.99. So if you want that, please put it into your comment box. Right, everybody, I'm going to start my little demo. I want to show, so get your pen and paper. But don't forget, if you miss anything, you can watch it back. I'm going to show you how to create this dimensional card, okay? So what we've got on here is we have got, Rosina says, does the Poodle Stencil line up to the Poodle backing paper? Yeah. No, it doesn't, okay? I mean, it would be very hard to do that, but if I just show you why it doesn't, but you can create your own. Can you see that we have got, if I put this here, this poodle is, although it's the same size, it is the same size, this paper is a little bit different. Hopefully, Rosina, that makes sense. Right, okay. So, as you can see, this is a shaped card, so you don't really need much, but you do need to start off with a square card, everybody. And I love doing shaped cards that are very straightforward. But everybody asks me, how do you do a square card if you haven't got a square card? So I'm going to quickly show you using the black card, because sometimes you might not have a black card. And then we'll recap through it all. So start off with, I've got 2 pieces of card from that kit, which is HFB894. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just using a paper trimmer. You can use a knife and a ruler. And I know this bit's 21, so I want to actually cut it this way, 21 as well, like so. And then the next one that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do it. So 21 is where the cards would meet. So then I get an embossing tool and just use the ridge, or I should say the actual channel of the paper trimmer to score. And then I move it down to 23, like so, and trim it off. That will create, everybody, a small tab. Can you see that? That's a small little tab. And then to create your square card, all you need to do, everybody, is put that on there. Now, everybody asks me, which way do you put it? So you can actually put that on top of there, like so, stick that on there, or you can actually stick it that way. It's entirely up to you. This way, when you're inside, you're going to see it. You would have to cover it with an insert. I tend to put it on the outer side because then you don't see it. And then you just get some 3-in-1 glue, which is hiding. There we go. And then I just add my 3-in-1 glue down the center of that tab. And then I put it to one side to dry. So that's how easy it is to make a square card. And you can do 8x8, 6x6s, whatever size. How easy was that? So I'm going to put that to one side, everybody. And then I'm now going to, because that's set in there. So whenever you do a card like this, you do need to leave it for at least 5 minutes to set. So here's one I did earlier. So then what I'm going to do is then fold this back. So what I've done with this is I've just cut, because people always want to know how much I've cut off. I have just cut off, as you can see, about a centimetre. Is that the centimetre? I really need my paper trimmer. Is that an inch? Dave's saying it's an inch. There we go. So it's 2 centimetres, everybody. Okay, so I've just cut that off there. But there isn't a right or wrong way. But then I wanted it to line it off here. So I've taken that from that end, I folded it back, and I've just trimmed off 2 centimetres off there and then brought that forward. So that creates this type of size. So then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the papers. Now everybody asks me, how do you know what paper to use? The thing is, you don't. There isn't a right or wrong way. So what I've got is I've got 3 papers, because I'm going to go with that fabulous on roller skates. I used to roller skate when I was so much younger. I haven't tried it in years. I'd love to have a go. Do you know what? I think I might have a go at ice skating again. By the way, Dave, it's going to go on my list. He's pulling a face at me, everybody. We haven't been ice skating since probably 10 years. But life's too short. We need to do it again. So going back to this. So this is what I'm going with. So you can see, right, okay, what do you want to use? I'm actually going to stick with this colour palette with the black. So I'll move that to one side. So my base is going to be the polka dots, because like somebody said, it is traditionally. And Fran said an inch is approximately 2.5 centimetres. Thank you, Fran. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a black edge. So this is how to do this very quickly, everybody, because we've all have busy lives, and these, you want to hear the top tips of making it right. So the first thing, everybody, to do, okay, is turn this over so you can see, oops, I've got some tape on there. I'll sort that out. There we go. Turn it over so you can see what you've been doing, and then line it up so you've got a white edge. So as you can see, this goes over. So hopefully you can see that okay. And then what I want to do is just make a mark. So the first thing to do is to trim down your paper. Now, if you don't have a paper trimmer, just use a knife and a ruler, or you can even use a guillotine, depending on what your favourite tool is. Karen says, I've not been ice skating since I broke my wrist after falling. Oh my goodness, wow. Victoria says, I used to love roller skating when that fast once on a ring and I fell and landed on my bum. Would love to go back into it. Oh my goodness. Pauline says, my husband refuses to go skating. He says he doesn't want to break anything. Wimp. But you know what? You need to try it. I mean, I'm going to try it. Right, okay. So the next one. So now I've got this. Watch how easy it is to put this together. So remember, you turn it over so you can see it. Now that is my first score line. So all I'm doing is line it up like so. And then I want to leave a little bit black. So then I make a little bit mark there. Can you see that? So that's going to stop short about there. And then you could, if you wanted to, put some here, and I'm going to make sure it's lovely. I'm going to put a little bit there. So then I line that up to there, and then I do the same there. And then the next one, I do exactly the same. So I move this to over a little bit to leave a little bit of black. And then what I'm going to do is then I'm going to do exactly the same, put another line on there. So all I've done now is I've trimmed it down to the right width, and then I've made little marks of where I want to actually cut. When you're making cards, okay, everybody says to me, oh Debbie, I spent an hour making a card last night. And I'll go to them, actually, you probably spent about 40 minutes trying to figure out what you're going to do with the card, and then 20 minutes putting it all together. Because making a card doesn't actually take an hour. It's all figuring out all the best ways of putting it together, just making the decision. So my top tip is always decide. I have this formula that you always decide on the theme first. So this particular card is going to be a birthday card. From there, you take the colour. So then you decide the colour, and then from there, you would then decide on your shape. And that's exactly what I've done, everybody. I have gone, right, I want to do a birthday card, and I want to do it pink with some black. And that's how I put this card together. So now I'm using my 3-in-1, lining it up to a little bit of black edge. Okay. Folding this back, making sure that it doesn't go on the score line. And then I've got my next part, and that's going to go on there. Now, the one thing that you need to do is make sure that it lines up with the top or bottom. When you use black card, it's very easy to see if it's not straight. That's something that black card does not give you that option. So what I'm going to do is make sure that's in the center. There we go. Make sure I lift that up. So that's lined up with that, like so. Then that goes back onto itself. And then my last part is going to sit just in the middle. Oh, wait a minute. I might need to trim a little bit off. You know, this is live, everybody. I need to trim off a little bit. I've actually cut it not in the right place. Right, everybody, if anybody has any questions, please just let me know. You're probably looking and watching the demo. So this happens. So all you need to do, so this is why you always double check, everybody. So I'm just putting it back onto my paper trimmer, making sure it's straight, trimming it down. Okay, so Fran's just put on my TV tutorials. I will say that we are going to be putting loads more on because it's our digital Oktoberfest is our digital month. So I'm just putting that on there, and then that's going to sit like this. Now, to give me a little bit more, what I want to do is I want to use this in here. So this is actually going to go in the middle, everybody, just to bring in a little bit different. So I just actually want to turn that over because it's less distracting. Line it up to where I want it to go. Make 2 marks. That's going to go that wide. and it's going to be the width of what I've already put on. And then literally just trim it down. Always start to make sure that you have the right width. So I cut that bit off first, so then you don't waste that, and then trim this down like so. There we go. And then everybody, that is now going to sit in there ready. It's exactly the right width, exactly how I want it, so it's going to go in there. So before I do the other parts of it, so you can see how the card's coming together, I want to explain how to use these. So this is item, some of you have ordered it. So this item, everybody, it is our border die set, Sweet Dixie HH053. And it's amazing because you are getting 3 dies, okay? So look at the size of it, and you're getting 3 for $7.99. So these are border dies, and how you put it in your machine, you can have it so can you see? You've got the edging, so this is pure edging like so, or you can have it so it's on a card. So depending on the strip of how you put it on, so whether you actually put it like this, if I put it here, I am going to get this bit. Does that make sense, everybody? So if you're going to get an overload. If you want just so it's nice and straight, you would line it up to the edge of your card like so. And then that will come this, because I'm going to put it through the machine so you can see what I mean. This bit is what cuts out. It's actually, this bit is what's left. So let me show you. So there's 2 ways of using it. So you've got it so it has that lovely edging so you can put it on, but I want it because I want it to overhang like so. So I'm going to have it overhanging my lovely topper like that. So it's going to hang just overhang in the middle like that. Okay, and how that's done is you get your tape. Now you can use your die cut machine. I think I need to invest in a new one because this one I have used so much. And also you have to be careful of your plate. So I'm using the Sizzix machine. So what I'm doing is I am going to put this on here. Now remember, you can either line it up if you want no edging, okay, and you just want that lovely border, or you can line it like so. So I want to show you how to do this bit with having a little bit of edging on, so you can put behind a topper. So I'm just putting my tape on there. Now the other thing to remember, sometimes depending on how old your plates are, if you out wearing them, and if you need to, basically if you're use them as much as I do, I tend to also use a shim so I can put that in, and that just helps it go through. And sometimes some people tell me they still need to add another shim on top, so I'm always adding more because I want it out straight away. And then you just put it through your machine like so. Right, any questions? Have I got those? Marianne says the dies suit the rock and roll theme perfect. They're great, aren't they? What tape do you use? Well, Rosina, this is die tape, and I will be having some die tape in at the back end of this week. So you can see, everybody, that by having it like that, what that has done, can you see, it's left it in, okay? So what you would need to do is get your scissors, and this is what it would give you. It would give you that, okay? But that's how, by putting it in that way. So if you wanted it so it was just like that, can you see where it's completely straight? What you would do is line up your die to the edge of your card. So hopefully that makes sense to everybody. Fran says, die cut with rolling pin. How much for shims and base? What? Die cut with a rolling pin. Fran, you're going to have to put that on YouTube because I don't think I've seen that. I have heard of people die cutting with a rolling pin. So going back to the card, everybody, where did it go? So as you can see, that's this here. So I could have it if I wanted to all the way along, if I wanted to, but I actually only want it on the edge. So by doing it this way, I get enough to actually stick it along there because it's going to go on there. So let's trim this down. So I've got what I want. Right, okay. So that's going to go on there. And then all these little bits, everybody, just use your pricking tool and just pop them out. It's a really lovely die, HHO53, and I will be going through it all again later on. And then, so that's my lovely little topper. So I'm going to trim that down. So we've got that there. Now, when it comes to card making, everybody asks me, you know, about colours and elements. This is very dimensional. Always go for textures. I want a hint of vintage on this card, as well as the traditional rock and roll of that lovely polka dot. So what I'm doing is bringing in the black. So I'm having that on there. So that's just a little bit of edging. If you wanted to, you could go all the way around. You've got that option, but you would have to use that one there. It is a really lovely collection. Where are we? Or you can make the border longer. You can do longer ones, of course you can. You would just have to line it up on the next one. You can actually make it longer, but you could have to put it through to make the border longer. All you would do is just continue. Can you see what I did? You would have a longer piece of card and then continue the pattern down. And that's it, would cut out that pattern again. But you'd have to line it all up. So going back to this one again. So what I've got here is I've got my topper. So I'm going to have it like so. So let's now start putting all the elements together. So I've got my polka dot and I've got my lovely poodle that's going to go there to bring in some black. Then I have got my happy birthday. Now remember, this is off one design sheet and we'll go through it in a second when I've actually finished this demo. And then I've got a little bow. Okay, this is a faux bow. And then I have a lovely little just for you, which I have to put in just there. And then of course I have a sentiment ribbon strip that's going to go along there to bring in the pink. Now the other thing to remember, that I tend to always use the ribbon strip the other way around, because then you're bringing in the pink and it lines up the pink. However, to be honest, there isn't a wrong way. It's whichever way you want to. Where are we? So let's just put some 3-in-1 glue on that. And then line it up like so, like that. Glennis says, thanks Debbie for the demo with the dies. You're very welcome. This is the thing about happy hour, everybody. I've got more, I do more techniques if people ask for. I mean, this is such an easy card shape to do. Remember, it started off with a square. I'm putting everything together now. And I love the fact that black and the pink just pop. And I just want to bring in those poodles because they're just fab. Mara says, Debbie, sorry, joined your demo, just finished rainbows. Mara, don't worry, don't forget, you can watch it again on catch up, okay? I'm going to go through the product in a second, so you can watch it from the beginning. I mean, it's a fun technique, everybody. I'm obviously going to have that on there. I've got a happy birthday. So remember, this is off one design sheet and one backing paper, and then I want to put that on here. So I'm going to ask Dave, while I'm doing this, to go and get me some bigger foam pads. Because I've only got some really small ones. They're in there opposite the MDF while I'm demoing with these foam pads. Dave's going to get me some more foam pads. So what I've got here, some sizes. This is the thing, I go through so many foam pads. So let's just use these smaller ones for this one. So I'm just going to put this on here. I've got Lynette saying, hello everybody from North Carolina, I'm late. Jane says, do you have a demo on stenciling? Well, I tell you what, I haven't got on today. Do you mean normal stenciling or do you mean embossing? Jane, which one do you mean? Because what I can do is I can do a big demo on them both on Thursday. I can show you both. So Dave's just back, everybody, and he's brought me some bigger foam pads because I need them. It's the beauty about having our own craft shop. I can just go and get them. Right, everybody. So when it comes to this type of card, make sure, because I'm having this like so, okay, make sure you decide where you want it. So because I want this to overlay, what I would recommend, and I have a ribbon strip, not a ribbon strip, a sentiment somewhere under here. It's hiding. This was all tidy. Oh, there it is. So I want to put this on here. So what I would recommend you do is actually put the foam pads on here. The reason being is it's very likely that it will overhang. Okay, Jane says both. Right, Jane, you will tune in on Thursday and I'll show you both techniques. So I'll show you how to use it with your inks, and I'll show you how to use it with your embossing. And if I have time, I'll even show you how to use it with glitter as well. So then what I'm going to do is then take the tops off and then take that off like so. What would we do without pricking tools? I don't know. And then literally fold that down. Now here's another top tip. If you sometimes don't get things on straight, put some glue on your foam pads like so, and it gives you wiggle room. Okay, it's almost like using silicone glue, but it isn't. So when you use silicone glue, you have to wait an hour. I get really impatient. By doing this way, you have the wiggle room to move it to where you want it. So I actually want to push that up a little bit more. There we go. And then I've got my sentiment that's going to go just there. And I'm going to do the same, but this is not going to be on anything. Place down. Carol says, pokey tools are great and handy. They are totally brilliant. And then I'm just going to line this up like that. And then we're finishing off by putting our happy birthday at an angle that way. Actually, I'm going to put it straight. I'm just going to have it there. And then I've got this, obviously ice cream. Tracy says, went into the box with stamps and got stuck with 2 sticky pads. They get everywhere. Oh my goodness. Tracy, tell me about it. A couple of weeks on Create and Craft. I think I made the bloopers. I got foam pads everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. So then this bit's going on here, everybody. And then have that on the side there. And then what I want to do is have this bow. She's just going to go there. And it's great to have, can you see how much dimension is on this card, everybody? And to finish off, I'm going to quickly do some print magic. Look at that. Put that on there. But isn't it coming together? And I need to add some print magic. And so if you've not seen print magic before, it is amazing. It's one of my go-to products. Wary, Lorraine says, brilliant tip. I put glue on my tabs and it's so much easier. Thanks for the tip. You're very welcome. Right, so for print magic, we're going to add print magic to her, I think the checker, just to give a little bit of items. And Polly says you can never go wrong with ice cream. Totally agree. So this is an embossing pen. It's a Versamark pen. Jenny says, I missed CNC but couldn't see how to catch up. Is there ways to watch afterwards? Jenny, we are aiming to put it on our on our website tomorrow, late afternoon. As soon as we put it on, we'll put a post on Facebook. And you'll be able to go into our inspiration hub of our website. And then in there's a section that says Create and Craft videos. And you'll be able to watch Saturday shows because they were very, very busy. Right? And then we're going to have some print magic. Like so. So this is print magic, I think. I'm going to make sure. So I am tapping it off this way, but I'm not tapping on here. So when it comes on here, I tipped, but there was some print magic on here. That's the only reason I tap. When you use print magic, very important that you don't tap the topper. Otherwise, all the powder will come off, everybody. So all I'm doing is using a brush. So you can see all these granules here. You need to take them off. Otherwise, they will just set on the actual card. So then what I'm doing is literally making sure I've got none on her face, like so. I've got a smaller brush just to go in the detail, just make sure it goes round. And what print magic does, it intensifies an area, it glitterifies it, and it just gives you a little bit of wow factor. So then what I'm going to do now is use a heat tool. Where's it gone? There we go. And then what I'm doing, everybody, is hold it very straight and it'll start to bling at you, almost like twinkle. There we go. So that's now done, and that bit. And then do the same there, and then do the same there. There we go. You could add more if you want to. Hopefully you can see it bling. Is it blinging? Dave says you can't see it. I'm doing this. How are we doing?
Towards you.
Towards me.
As in bottom up.
Bottom up. I don't know. So somebody, there you go. Apparently you can see it now. I need to get one with it's totally print magic. I don't know where it is. Trust me, everybody, if you feel that, it will actually be all lovely print magic. Carol says, can you use print magic on foam flowers? I've never tried because the heat tool will actually make it, I would say it might affect and melt the foam. But you can have a go, but I have never tried it. So, everybody, what do you think of the card? It is such a lovely technique. Look how the dimension, and by having the lovely polka dots, it gives you a wow factor. It goes completely flat into a lovely envelope. But I just think how easy was that? And this border just certainly sets it off. So let me go through the products so you can see what I've done. Pauline says, the girl on the card actually looks like you, Debbie. Oh, that is so sweet of you. She's very pretty, but thank you very much. It isn't me, obviously. It's one of our... I think we drew that, was it about 2 years ago. So let's go through the product, everybody, so you can understand what we've used. And if you want to buy any, especially if you just joined us, you can put it in your comment box and we can actually send you an invoice. But remember, very easy. So just to repeat on the card. So all I've done here is I've got a square card. I've then folded it in half and you can trim down 2.5 centimetres, which Fran said was an inch if you wanted to. And then fold that forward to give you that lovely shaped card. It really is a really good technique to go with, okay? And it just, when it stands up, obviously you can't see it, but trust me, when you stand up, it gives you that lovely wow factor. So what I've used on here, the first item that we have, I haven't actually used it on here, it's the Poodle Stencil. So if anybody likes poodles, okay, it is gorgeous. This first one is HH047, everybody. Normally $9.99, but it's only $3.99. So if you want this, put it in. Okay. Sandra says, thank you for cheering me up tonight. I lost my loving sister 4 years ago today, so it's been quite sad. Oh, Sandra, my thoughts and prayers are with you. I'm so glad I've cheered you up a little bit. So with this here, it is HH047. If you would like it, put it in your basket. It's normally $9.99, but it's only $3.99. Really good stencil to work with. And then the next item that we've got on today's show. So this is what we've used, just to recap through all the cards, especially to your latecomers. These are some of the cards that you can create with the next item, which is our double CD-ROM, which is HH048. And it is normally $24.99 for 2 collections with over 2,100 printable elements. So this is normally, as I said, they're normally $29.98 if you bought the 2, but the promotion for tonight, it is only for the 2 $13.99. So, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Dave's just said it's $12.99 and it's $24.99 normally. Oh my goodness, I'm reading the wrong information. Sorry, everybody. It is $12.99 if you want these. And then, as you see some of the cards, oh, there's some print magic. So you can see I've used it on there. Can you see that now? There you go. There we go. So hopefully you can see that, everybody. Mary says, brilliant night. You never fail us. Thanks, Debbie. Oh, you're very welcome, everybody. I'm glad you've enjoyed the demos. I mean, you have to have a go at the technique. So there are some of the cards. Now, if you want USB key, everybody. So the USB key, it is HH049, and that's $13.99. And it would be normally $29.98. I'll get the right ones right. So this is showing you what is on there. A little bit of a sneak look of different characters, and also different elements on there. And as you can see, you've got, I love the vintage as well. You can create some lovely tags, great for scrapbooking and card making. So that is the CD and the USB key. They're the products that we have. But not forgetting anybody that loves your match it. So we also have on today's show, and with the rock and roll theme, we have our paper pad and die set. It was 11 or 12 dies, and it comes with a forever code. So you've got these beautiful characters that you can die cut fabulous scenes on here. There's so much on you for you to enjoy on there because you've got these scenes all ready for you, and then you can actually match it in with a USB key. So there's a character and I put it on the elements on there, and I love the iconic Liberty in the background there. So as you can see, you're going to get 32 crafting sheets all together and a forever code, as well as all those dies. So if you want that, that's HH050 everybody. You've got so much on here. And then the next item that we have also used is we have the card making kit. So I do know some of you out there don't do digital or dies yet. So of course I've given you a card making kit. So the papers that I've used are from this kit. And as you can see, you have got beautiful colorways, different toppers, different sizes, different sentiments, different characters. Great for you to use. This is HH051, normally $17.99. And what I've done is you have it at a promotion of only, what we've got on there, $9.99. Now remember, these promotions are only available for a couple of years. Not years, couple of weeks. Oh my goodness, I think it's been a long day. Dave's laughing at me. Denise says, is the images the same on the CD as a USB kit? Yes, Denise, they're exactly the same. So as you can see, beautiful backing papers. I've got them upside down, but you get the idea of what I have on here. So if you want this, okay. And as I go through it all, you have got beautiful a range of papers to go with your toppers, but these come with a forever code, so they'll never run out. And you've even got step by step, I should say, some inspiration on there with a forever code on there. So I'm going to move that to one side. So that is HH051. Then we have the HH51, 52 even. And it's normally $7.99. I think I need to go home very soon. It's only $7.99 everybody, but it's only $2.99. And this is great. And I'm just seeing all the love. I need it, everybody. Thank you for all the likes and all the love of this page. Polly says, not laughing at you, laughing with you. Well, it has been a very, very long day and feels like a week today. Kate said it's going to be a long week for you, I think. I think it is, Kate. Okay, I'm doing 3 people's jobs. Well, you know, this is what happens when people are off, but I'm keeping on going. So going back to this is a lovely little plaque for anybody that loves rock and roll, but even it's a lovely gift for $2.99. It is amazing. Liz says, as always, a fab show. Thank you so much for your kindness. Stay safe, love and hugs, and God bless. Thank you, Liz, and back at you as well, and everybody else. Camilla says, another fab show. Managed to watch the show before my family because my family are late. Looking forward to Thursday already. Oh, brilliant, Camilla. Well, I've got loads of things in store for you for Thursday. Right, so this is HH052. Okay, and we've got 2 other items before we come into the end of the show. And the other item, which I really think if you do love your borders, is a must. You're going to get 3 dies. What did I do with the other die? It's under this. You should see this desk. This desk started off nice and tidy, but trust me, there you go. I don't know what I've done with the other die. You're going to get 3 dies. It's a border die, and what it is only $7.99. Really good sizes, everybody. And Mary says you need to go and put your feet up and rest. Do you know what? I'm going to go and have some dinner and maybe a little glass of wine or a gin and tonic. So as you can see here, everybody, look at that. It just made the card, doesn't it? With that lovely edging. It is such a fun collection to have. So this is HH053, everybody, and only $7.99. And you know what? You're going to use them again and again. And then the next one, I just got distracted what Mary's put. It's a crafter's desk, lol. So true. And Sandra's put, great show tonight. Thank you, Debbie and Dave and everybody that joined in. Oh, thank you, everybody. Right, the last item that we have is a must. It's the black card that I use, but I've thrown in some vintage. And what we've got here is we have 25 black and 25 of the vintage card. And what I like about it, it's not white on the side, it's black all the way through. And it's the same with the craft card. So it is normally $11.25, everybody, and it's only $6.99. And this is FB894. So that is everything. The last thing I'm going to do is quickly explain for any newbies. So if anybody has ordered or wants to order, because you watch this show again on catch up. So what you can actually do, everybody, is put you'll see people have ordered, like Lorraine's just ordered 053 there, and you can see that loads of people have ordered different things. This show is left open until next Tuesday or next Monday at midnight, and then it closes, and then we process the show. That way other people can watch it, because it'll go out on our newsletter and it'll be sent reminders. And so if you want anything, just put it in the comment box. Like for example, I've just seen Carol, she's just ordered FB894, so it's very easy to order. So once you've finished watching the show, what I need you to do is email me your postal address and your email address. I said email, didn't I? Facebook me by messenger your email address and your postal address, and that way I can then set up an account for you set up an account for you, and then we'll send you an email next Tuesday or Wednesday that will have whatever you've ordered. You can click on it, pay by debit card, credit card or PayPal. You can add to it or you can take things off. And then if you do get stuck or have any queries, you can contact us, as I said, by Facebook or by email, or you can even give us the office a ring on 01325 465 049. We'll put the details up on there. But also check your spam folder. So if you haven't got your invoice by next Thursday, check your spam folder and then let us know. But everything is normally processed before the following week. Hopefully that makes sense. And you can understand me getting mixed up. I'm going to have a last mouthful of cold tea. And then we're going to do the giveaways, because I'm over by 4 minutes, everybody. I think I've done really well to get this amazing card. And I think I need to add a little bit more glue there. But somebody is going to win this gorgeous card. And also I'm going to do a couple of giveaways, and then I have a present for everybody. So thank you for all the loves and likes. I really do appreciate it. And hopefully you picked up some tips and have a go at this card. I mean, just to show you the other card that we have here, there's another card that was done by Hayley, and she's done a similar, well, basically the same technique, but she's done it in the yellow. So you can see how it looks so different. Okay, she's just kept with a beautiful polka dots, and what she's done is she's used some glossy magic on the accents there. And then where I've done it, I've just added more dimension on here. Lynette, there wasn't a like and share for this one. We tend to do them mainly for the the crafted chat shows on the Thursday. And yes, I do need to go home, everybody, because I'm mixing my words up. It's been a long week. So I'm going to finish off by picking a couple of giveaways. And Dave's just laughing.
It's been a long week. It's Monday.
It's been a long It's been a long day. Oh my goodness, everybody. I'm going to go home. But before I go, I want to give everybody a present. But I'm going to pick a couple of giveaways first. So let's see. Let's pick a person. Right. I'm going to pick Mary Martin. Well done, Mary. You have won a little giveaway. Please private message me your postal address. And let's pick somebody else. So then we're going to pick a Carol Theobald. Carol, I hope I've said your last name right. So you have won a little giveaway. And then I'm going to pick somebody else. And the person that I'm going to pick, it is a Michelle Dillon. And then the person that's going to win a card is Sandra Cousins. Well done, okay? Don't go away, everybody, because you're all going to get a present from me. So this is just on Happy Hour. So only the people watching Happy Hour will get this code. So this is a little project. So on Wednesday, it won't be done tomorrow, especially since I'm short-staffed. It'll be done on Wednesday. So keep an eye out. On Wednesday afternoon, after 12 o'clock, keep an eye out, I should say, for a special kit that'll be loaded. Now, all of you have joined my crafting world. Okay, you're all part of my family. So you're classed as members now. So where you have to go, and we'll put the information on the actual screen so you can see it. So available from Wednesday, the 20th of October, you have to go into the craft products and then the printable downloads and then the DigiKits, because you're going to get a little tiny project kit just to do some homework and have some play and have some fun. There's no catch really. It's completely free. I suppose the catch would be I'd like you to make something with it. You can give it away to somebody, charity, key workers, a neighbour, or you might be doing a craft fair, or even for charity or anything like that. And you won't know what it is. It's a surprise. But the code that you see, can you see the code there? Is HH for Happy Hour, Rock for Rock and Roll, and 21. So all you need to do, write down that. You write down, you go into printable sections, and for happy hour kits, they're in digi kits. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. And then it's got a price on, but as soon as you enter that code in, it'll go free. So it's for all you guys that are watching it on happy hour, and hopefully I've made sense, because as the night's been going on, it doesn't sound like it. I keep getting my days mixed up, but as you can imagine, it's been a very, very long day / week already for me. So I'm going to say goodnight now. I'm going to go home and have some dinner and maybe a little cheeky drink and just relax. So love you loads. Take care. Stay safe. God bless. And have an amazing week. And hopefully I'll see you back here on Thursday at 6:30 for some more crafting fun. Bye bye for now.